This is not a lesson in anatomy. This is a theater of pretense, a spectacle in which every living man plays a role, and the dead man becomes the stage. Amsterdam, 1632. In the dissection hall lies the body of a condemned man, Aris Kindt. Around him stand the men gathered for this public dissection. And above them, a young painter who sees more than they do. Because power has many faces, one of them is knowledge. Another, death. Dr. Tulp is not a surgeon here. He is an actor performing the role of authority. He sits higher, in his hat, with a gesture choreographed so precisely, it seems he is not demonstrating tendons, but power itself. He does not look at the body. He looks past the frame, straight at the audience. His left hand rises like that of a conductor. No scalpel, no baton, only authority. And the group around him? These are not students. They are members of the Surgeons' Guild, grown men who came here not for knowledge, but for status. Each of them paid to be included in this painting, a collective of pretense. Each arranging his face so history will remember it well. Each feigning concentration, though none of them is doing any real work. This is not science. This is self-presentation. Something else. The painting is missing one person without whom no dissection could take place. The preparator. He was the one who did all the bloody work, the cutting, the separating of tissues, the preparation of the body for display. But Rembrandt removes him from the scene, because in the theatre of pretense, there is no room for those who actually work, only for those who must look important. The paper in the surgeon's hand holds no notes from the dissection. It is a drawing of muscles and tendons, a ready-made diagram. In the theatre of science, knowledge is not born on the dissection table. It arrives already prepared and approved. The surgeon holds a paper truth, and Tulp merely fits the dead body to it. In this scene, the body is not a person. It is a tool, a piece of stage design on which the living build their prestige. Aris Kindt is lit like the leading actor, yet treated like a lifeless prop. Because when a group fights for status, a human being ceases to be a person. He becomes a function. Tulp's authority and the group's pretense form a closed circuit. He gives them rank. They give him an audience. And Aris Kindt, the only one who plays no role, becomes the platform on which power presents itself. Rembrandt is not painting anatomy. He is painting light, light that decides who matters. It illuminates proud faces and wide, white collars. But the brightest, almost phosphorescent point is the dead man. Because in the theatre of pretense, it is the corpse that paradoxically gives life and eternal memory to the living. This is not a lesson in anatomy. This is a lesson in how knowledge becomes spectacle, how prestige demands a stage, and how a human being can disappear when he becomes nothing more than a tool in someone else's story.